You are among the rare few who carry within you a power that the world cannot yet comprehend. It is a force that can reshape circumstances, alter destinies, and awaken potential in ways most cannot imagine. Yet this very power is dangerous, not because it will betray you, but because the world may not know how to receive it. Many who encounter it too soon react with fear, jealousy, or even hostility. To wield such power responsibly is not a matter of pride, but of prudence. Understand that your gift is not a toy for display, nor a tool for proving your superiority. It is a responsibility, a sacred trust that demands wisdom and discernment. Revealing your strength carelessly can invite those who would exploit it or extinguish it. Human nature, though capable of greatness, is often blinded by envy when confronted with what it does not possess. The brilliant or the extraordinary are frequently misunderstood, even feared. To expose yourself too early is to place your future in the hands of those who cannot yet appreciate your vision, who might seek to manipulate or diminish what you carry. Your power is not meant to impress, it is meant to serve, to transform quietly, profoundly, and inevitably. Discipline in concealment is not weakness. It is the mark of those who understand that true mastery comes from control, not from exhibition. A tree does not shout its growth, it expands steadily, deeply rooted, until its shade touches the world. Likewise, you must nurture your abilities in silence, allowing your wisdom and skill to mature away from prying eyes. Let your actions, when they are finally revealed, speak louder than any words could. By keeping your power hidden, you protect it, refine it, and ensure that it will serve you, and those it touches, for a lifetime rather than a fleeting moment. Timing, more than talent, determines the impact of your gift. A moment of premature exposure can undo years of preparation. Patience is not passive, it is the active cultivation of readiness. Study the rhythms of life, observe human nature, and learn when the world is ready to witness your strength. There is a subtle art in knowing when to act and when to wait. The most effective power is never wasted on spectacle. It is reserved for the moments when it can create genuine, lasting change. Your greatest ally in this journey is internal growth. Power revealed too soon may earn applause, but mastery cultivated quietly earns wisdom. Focus on refining your character, deepening your understanding, and strengthening your resolve. External recognition is fleeting. Influence is often silent, invisible to those who are not attuned. Yet the impact of a disciplined mind, a prepared heart, and a controlled gift can ripple through the world in ways that the untrained cannot fathom. Cultivate yourself relentlessly, for your hidden strength will eventually do what loudness never could. Understand that true power influences without being flaunted. You can shape lives, inspire actions, and steer outcomes without the world ever knowing the full measure of your abilities. The subtle force of example, guidance, and quiet action carries far more weight than overt display. Hidden power, exercised with discretion, becomes legendary not for the spectacle it produces, but for the transformation it quietly achieves. In this, you are both guardian and architect of your destiny, moving through the world with patience, prudence, and the courage to wait for the right moment. Your power is dangerous only if misused or revealed carelessly. If you respect its subtlety, nurture it wisely, and reveal it only when the moment demands it, it will become the most profound instrument of change you will ever wield. The world may never see the full extent of what you hold, but that is precisely the point. The strongest influence is the one that does not need to announce itself, for it is understood by its results alone. Be the quiet force, be the hidden architect, be the chosen one who shapes destiny without ever needing to reveal the depth of the gift you carry. You must first understand the nature of the power you hold, for it is unlike any ordinary strength the world commonly sees. This power is not merely physical, nor is it simply intellectual. It is a force that permeates your very being, shaping the way you think, perceive, and influence the world around you. It manifests not in flamboyant displays or immediate results, but in subtle currents that have the capacity to alter the trajectory of situations, relationships, and even entire communities. To recognize this is to understand that what you carry is both rare and profound. It is a power that does not demand attention, yet its presence is felt by those who are sensitive to it. It is an energy that can inspire change, awaken courage in others, and bring clarity to confusion. Yet with such potential comes a responsibility that cannot be ignored. For those who wield power without awareness often find themselves ensnared by circumstances they cannot control. The nature of your power is such that it responds not merely to action but to intention, patience, and discretion. It is a mirror of your inner state. The more disciplined and thoughtful you become, the more potent your power will be. Conversely, recklessness, pride, or impulsivity can diminish its effectiveness, or worse, turn it against you. Understanding your power also means recognizing its uniqueness. No one else possesses precisely what you hold. Others may have strength, intelligence, or skill, but the combination and depth of your abilities are yours alone. This uniqueness carries with it both freedom and isolation. The world may not always comprehend the significance of what you possess, and it may offer praise or skepticism in equal measure. Your power is not validated by applause or recognition. It exists independently of the world's understanding. Many will fail to see its value, yet this does not diminish its reality. Power in its truest form often grows quietly, hidden beneath the surface of ordinary life, and it flourishes in those who nurture it with patience, insight, and restraint. It is a living force that can be strengthened or weakened by your choices, by your habits, and by the quality of your character. It is not a tool to be wielded recklessly, for power without guidance is like fire without containment. It can consume indiscriminately and leave destruction in its wake. The nature of your power is also intertwined with influence. It is not a force designed merely for personal gain or superficial success. It is meant to shape outcomes, to guide, and to awaken potential in ways that extend far beyond yourself. When understood, it allows you to act with precision, affecting meaningful change while remaining largely unseen. It is a quiet but undeniable authority that does not seek validation, yet naturally draws attention from those attuned to its presence. The paradox of such power is that it is most effective when hidden. The world often fears what it cannot fully grasp. To reveal your capabilities too soon risks attracting envy, manipulation, and interference, yet to conceal them entirely is to deny their purpose. The mastery lies in balance, knowing when to act, how to act, and the patience to let the right moment emerge. This is the essence of understanding the nature of your power, recognizing that its strength lies not in immediate recognition, but in enduring impact. Furthermore, this power is not static. It evolves with you, growing in strength and sophistication as your understanding deepens. Every experience, challenge, and reflection shapes its form and sharpens its precision. You are not merely a vessel for this power, you are its cultivator. By nurturing it with careful thought, discipline, and intentionality, you allow it to mature into a force that is unshakable and transformative. By neglecting it, or attempting to flaunt it prematurely, you risk diluting its effectiveness or inviting consequences that may hinder your growth. The power you hold responds to maturity, wisdom, and ethical awareness. It is intertwined with your sense of purpose and the clarity of your vision. The deeper your understanding of who you are and what you seek to accomplish, the more this power aligns with those intentions, amplifying your influence and multiplying the effects of your actions. To fully grasp the nature of your power is to recognize that it is both a gift and a responsibility. It demands humility, patience, and restraint. It is a force capable of great good, but equally capable of unintended harm if misapplied. Your awareness of its depth and subtlety becomes the compass that guides its use. Unlike ordinary abilities that are measured by immediate results or visible achievements, your power is measured by its ability to create lasting change, to shape circumstances quietly, and to leave a mark that persists beyond the fleeting attention of the world. In understanding this, you move beyond mere curiosity about your abilities and step into the discipline of true mastery, where your power becomes not just a part of you, but an extension of your character, wisdom, and vision. The danger of exposing your power lies not in the power itself, but in the response it elicits from the world. Extraordinary abilities, rare insights, or remarkable talents often provoke reactions that range from admiration to fear, and sometimes even hostility. Those who encounter your strength too soon may not see the wisdom behind it. They may only see a threat to their own security, status, or sense of control. Human nature is complex, and while many are capable of recognizing greatness, many more are quick to react defensively against it. The world does not always celebrate exceptional abilities. In fact, those who are unprepared for such power may attempt to suppress it, exploit it, or diminish it. To reveal your strength prematurely is to invite scrutiny, interference, and sometimes sabotage. The danger is subtle, yet profound. What you hold can be misused against you by those who do not understand it, who fear it, or who wish to claim it for themselves. Exposure can attract not only adversaries but also opportunists. There are those who will approach you not with genuine admiration or intent to collaborate, but with motives that are selfish or manipulative. They may attempt to steer your abilities toward their own interests, subtly undermining your autonomy while benefiting from your effort. Your power, if left unchecked or displayed carelessly, becomes vulnerable to the influence of others who are not aligned with your vision or purpose. This is why discretion is essential. The more visible your abilities, the greater the likelihood that your path will be disrupted by external agendas, envy, or misunderstanding. The very thing that could elevate your life can, if exposed recklessly, become the very source of limitation or conflict. The world often misunderstands what it cannot measure or categorize. Exceptional gifts are frequently misjudged because they defy common expectations or challenge conventional norms. A mind that sees beyond ordinary patterns may be labeled eccentric or impractical. A talent that disrupts established hierarchies may be met with suspicion or hostility. A personality that radiates confidence and insight may provoke jealousy or fear in those who feel threatened. The danger of exposure lies in the inability of the unprepared to receive the extraordinary without projecting their own insecurities onto it. Even well-meaning individuals may inadvertently inhibit your growth by attempting to contain or regulate your abilities according to their limited understanding. Your power, unlike ordinary skills, requires context, respect, and discernment, all of which are rarely granted automatically by those around you. Another subtle danger is the temptation to misuse your own power once it is revealed. Visibility can foster pride, arrogance, or a desire for validation. The moment others recognize your capabilities, it is easy to become distracted by attention or approval, to perform for the eyes of the world rather than for the purpose your gift was intended to serve. The very act of revealing your strength can create an internal pressure to constantly demonstrate it, to maintain an image that is unsustainable or misaligned with your long-term goals. Exposure, therefore, is not merely a social risk, it is a psychological and moral one. It challenges your discipline, self-control, and clarity of purpose, making it essential to guard your abilities until you are fully prepared to exercise them responsibly. Understanding the danger of exposure also requires awareness of timing. There is a precise moment when the world is ready for your power, when the people and circumstances around you can receive it without distortion or harm. Acting too early can produce conflict, resistance, or wasted effort. Acting too late may allow opportunities to pass or leave your potential unrealized. The mastery of timing is inseparable from the mastery of concealment. Power revealed too soon is vulnerable. Power revealed strategically is almost unstoppable. The subtle interplay between patience and action is what separates those who leave a lasting impact from those whose abilities are squandered by premature visibility. The danger of exposure is mitigated by understanding that your power is not a prize to display, but a responsibility to steward. Its true purpose is not to impress, intimidate, or dominate, but to influence outcomes, transform circumstances, and fulfill the vision you were entrusted with. Hidden power, nurtured in silence and exercised with discretion, is far more effective than power displayed for recognition. When the world finally encounters it, your influence will be undeniable, not because you demanded attention, but because your results speak for themselves. The greater the gift, the more important the careful stewardship. Concealment is not secrecy for its own sake. It is the strategic cultivation of strength, ensuring that when your power is revealed, it carries the full force of your preparation, wisdom, and intention. The discipline of concealment is not a limitation, but a profound strategy for the wise. To keep your power hidden is to acknowledge that the world is rarely ready to receive the extraordinary, and that revelation without readiness can invite complications rather than opportunities. Concealment is not about fear, it is about prudence. It is the conscious decision to allow your abilities to mature, your vision to clarify, and your influence to solidify before it is exposed to the scrutiny of others. Those who understand this principle act with patience, knowing that the timing of display is as critical as the strength of the power itself. By concealing your abilities, you cultivate control over your circumstances rather than letting circumstances dictate the use or perception of your power. You gain the ability to move through life strategically, deploying your gifts at moments of maximum impact rather than scattering them in ways that produce temporary recognition or fleeting advantage. Concealment requires self-mastery. It demands that you resist the temptation to impress, to boast, or to seek validation through the demonstration of your skills. The world often encourages the opposite, to display, to perform, and to announce achievements. Yet those who reveal too much too soon risk undermining the very influence they wish to wield. Concealment forces you to act with discipline, to refine your abilities in private, and to allow your actions to speak rather than your words. It trains patience, focus, and restraint, teaching you to distinguish between moments that demand visibility and moments that demand silence. In essence, the discipline of concealment transforms your power from a raw force into a refined instrument capable of precision and profound effect. There is also a protective element to concealment. By keeping your abilities hidden, you reduce the likelihood of interference, jealousy, or manipulation. Not all who encounter your strength will understand it, and not all will respond with goodwill. Hidden power shielded by discretion is difficult to exploit or misuse. It allows you to maintain autonomy over your gifts, ensuring that your power serves your purpose rather than being opted by others' agendas. Concealment is a safeguard for your potential. It gives you the space to experiment, learn, and grow without the pressure of constant observation or judgment. The world often misinterprets exceptional talent when it is prematurely revealed, but power exercised quietly carries a subtle authority that is almost impossible to resist when the time is right. The discipline of concealment also emphasizes the importance of internal development over external recognition. By focusing on strengthening your abilities privately, you cultivate depth, resilience, and sophistication. Power that is displayed too soon is often superficial, impressive only in appearance, and vulnerable to challenge. Power that is cultivated quietly is durable, adaptable, and aligned with your purpose. Concealment encourages reflection, self-assessment, and continuous refinement. It forces you to become intimately familiar with your own strengths and weaknesses, ensuring that when your abilities are revealed, they are precise, purposeful, and unmistakably effective. This internal growth is far more valuable than any fleeting applause or temporary acclaim, for it ensures that your impact will be lasting and meaningful. Another aspect of the discipline of concealment is strategic patience. The world operates in cycles, and power revealed at the wrong moment can be wasted or misunderstood. Concealment allows you to wait for circumstances, timing, and audiences that are prepared to receive your strength in the right way. It gives you leverage, enabling you to act when your influence will produce maximum effect, rather than scatter ineffectively. The most successful interventions, transformations, or achievements often occur quietly, in the shadows, and are only later recognized for their significance. Those who fail to master concealment often expend energy too early, revealing their strengths to unprepared observers and thereby losing both effectiveness and control. Ultimately, the discipline of concealment transforms power into wisdom. It teaches that influence is not measured by visibility, and that true mastery comes from knowing when to act, what to reveal, and how to maintain control over your gifts. Concealment is not secrecy for its own sake, it is an active, deliberate choice to protect, refine, and perfect what you hold. By mastering this discipline, you create a foundation upon which extraordinary impact can be built. The quiet cultivation of your abilities ensures that when the time comes to reveal them, they are unstoppable, precise, and aligned with the purpose that called them into existence. The discipline of concealment is the bridge between raw potential and meaningful, lasting power. Timing is one of the most critical factors in the exercise of power, and yet it is often the most overlooked. Possessing extraordinary ability is not enough. Without understanding when to act, your power may be wasted, misinterpreted, or even turned against you. The universe has a rhythm, and life operates in cycles that must be observed and respected. The chosen ones, those who hold rare gifts, are often impatient to make their mark. They feel the urgency to demonstrate, to act, and to be recognized. Yet it is precisely this impatience that can undermine their efforts. Timing ensures that your actions are received with the proper understanding, that they resonate with the right audience, and that they produce meaningful and lasting outcomes. To act too soon is to risk chaos. To act too late is to miss opportunity. Mastery of timing is, therefore, inseparable from mastery of your power. Understanding timing begins with observation. The world rarely announces the perfect moment for action, and those who seek to impose their will without regard for circumstances often encounter resistance or failure. Timing requires patience, careful study, and awareness of both the environment and the people involved. It requires insight into human nature, the recognition that not everyone is prepared to witness greatness, to accept guidance, or to respond positively to influence. Those who act prematurely may provoke misunderstanding, hostility, or missed opportunity. Conversely, those who wait with discipline, studying the rhythms of life, learn to identify moments when their power will produce maximum effect with minimal resistance. Timing is not passive. It is an active practice of awareness, discernment, and strategic patience. The interplay between concealment and timing is crucial. Hidden power gains strength over time, and timing ensures that this strength is revealed with precision. A gift displayed at the wrong moment may be ignored, feared, or exploited, regardless of its potency. The same gift, revealed at the right moment, can shift circumstances, change lives, and alter destinies. Timing is, therefore, not simply a matter of patience. It is the ability to align preparation with opportunity. The chosen ones understand that action without readiness, or readiness without opportunity, yields incomplete results. True mastery lies in harmonizing these elements, ensuring that when your abilities are revealed, they are fully effective, fully respected, and fully transformative. Timing also cultivates resilience. The process of waiting and preparing strengthens character, sharpens judgment, and enhances strategic thinking. Those who act impulsively often encounter setbacks that could have been avoided with a clearer understanding of circumstances and timing. Every delay, every pause, every moment of strategic patience is not wasted. It is an opportunity to refine your approach, deepen your understanding, and strengthen your capacity to act decisively when the moment is right. In this way, timing is both a protective measure and a mechanism for growth. It ensures that your power is not squandered in the face of unpreparedness or misalignment. The consequences of ignoring timing are severe. Acting too early can attract opposition, provoke envy, or invite interference from those unprepared to witness or understand your capabilities. Acting too late can allow opportunities to slip, leaving potential unrealized and influence diminished. Many great talents fail not because of a lack of skill or insight, but because they did not respect the rhythm of circumstances, the readiness of people, or the alignment of opportunity. Timing is, therefore, a discipline. a principle that transforms raw ability into strategic influence. It allows the chosen ones to move through the world with precision, creating results that are disproportionate to the effort expended. The importance of timing lies in its capacity to magnify impact. When power is revealed with exactitude, when preparation meets opportunity, the results are extraordinary. Quiet patience, observation, and alignment create an effect that is not just visible but undeniable. Timing ensures that your actions do not merely produce short-term results, but enduring change that shapes the future. It allows the chosen ones to operate as architects of destiny, wielding their power with foresight and wisdom. The mastery of timing transforms ordinary action into extraordinary influence, making the difference between fleeting success and lasting legacy.